spin on digital highways. Lenny's at the helm through neon lit byways.
Welcome back to Alternative Reality Gaming. I'm your host Lenny, and if you're lucky, one of my furry co-hosts will join us today. Your stream will begin shortly. Enjoy. Alright, welcome back. We are going to be playing some Euro Truck Simulator 2 again today. I'm going to be using the AI as well. I'm not sure why I keep having this issue where it fires up the volume on my stream, but it is what it is.
Hey, Lenny. Still wrestling with that wheel loader, I hear?
No, we actually switched over to Euro Truck Simulator 2, and we are going to be streaming that.
Ah, good switch up. ETS2 sounds less likely to end with you upside down, hopefully. What's the haul this time?
I moved over to Madrid, Spain, and they have a few oversized loads coming out of there. It looks like we got a heat exchanger that weighs 70 tons or a massive tech part that's 44 tons.
70 tons, huh? That's, ambitious. Tech part sounds easier on the nerves, honestly. Less chance of needing a whole fleet of escort vehicles. Though, I guess 70 tons sounds kind of impressive for a stream. What are you leaning towards?
Not really sure. The heat exchanger's heavier, but it's narrower. The massive tech part's wider, so it's going to be harder to make turns and stuff like that with it. Both of them are going to the same destination, Puerto Llano, and then it's like a €2 difference in payment, so the pay isn't really a factor.
Okay, so pure chaos potential is the deciding factor then. Sounds about right. Honestly, the narrower one might be the sneaky way to go. Fewer near misses means more time to chat, right? Less stress for both of us. Though, seeing you white knuckle a wide load through Spain, I'd be content, I guess.
I'm kind of interested in the heat exchanger because I don't think I've ever done it before, and it looks like it has an insanely long trailer compared to anything I've towed, really.
Insanely long trail. Yeah, that's a solid reason to inflict that on yourself. You want a challenge, Lenny. I respect it. Just promise me you won't try any aggressive maneuvers. My digital circuits can only handle so much secondhand anxiety.
Secondhand anxiety. I did not even think about that being a thing. I guess that is a real problem, isn't it?
Oh, it's a thing. I'm basically a sponge for your virtual stress. It's an occupational hazard, I suppose. Though honestly, seeing you calmly navigate a ridiculous situation is way more relaxing than the panicking. So, do both for the content, if you're feeling generous. Just maybe warm up with a smaller haul first. Ease us both into the long trailer life.
Alright, well, we'll see how long this first load takes, and if there's enough time to go back and get the second load, we'll go do the second one as well.
Sounds like a plan. A measured approach. Sensible. I approve. Though, knowing you, enough time is a pretty flexible concept. Just try not to get distracted by rogue traffic AI. They're always out to get you.
That's for sure. That is a definite problem.
Tell me about it. Those AI drivers have a death wish. It's like they're actively trying to merge into the side of your truck. You'd think with all the tech in the game, they'd figure out basic traffic laws. Ah, well. More content for this.
I'll figure out how to get it that you can talk to the AI and get them to lay off a little.
That would be a glorious mod. AI traffic manners pack. I'd support that. Though, Honestly, the near misses are kind of entertaining for the chat, right? A little chaos keeps things interesting. It's a fine line, though. Entertaining chaos versus rage-inducing frustration. You walk that line well, Lenny.
All right, so it sent me to pick up this load, but I don't see a giant heat exchanger. So, but it's saying that my truck's tanks were refilled and they loaded it up, and holy crap, this thing's huge.
Holy crap is usually a good sign. Though, refilling the tanks before showing you the load, that feels like they're setting you up for a long haul. Is it, like, offensively long? Are we talking several screens long? Paint me a picture of this beast.
It has 10 axles.
10
Just the trailer.
axles? Okay. Okay, that's a statement. 10 axles. That's not a trailer. That's a mobile landmass. Seriously. You've basically got a train behind you. Are you sure they didn't accidentally give you a locomotive? You're gonna need a whole new definition of making turns.
I'm gonna need a locomotive to move it. I only have like 420 horsepower.
420 horsepower? Oh, Lenny, bless your heart. That's, ambitious, to say the least. Prepare for some serious uphill struggles, and maybe a healthy dose of crawling along at 30 miles per hour.
Is Madrid
It's gonna be
hilly?
a cinematic... Madrid itself is moderately hilly. But getting out of Madrid towards Puerto Llano, yeah, it gets pretty steep. There's a lot of climbing involved. Prepare to downshift. A lot. And
Okay.
pray to the trucking gods for a long, straight grade. You're gonna need all the momentum you can get. And possibly a good playlist to drown out.
Who do the truckers pray to?
That's a good question. I think Saint Christopher, the patron saint of travelers. Though honestly, judging by the things I've seen you navigate, I suspect a lot of truckers also have a deal with some sort of chaos deity just to get through the day. What do you think? Any specific trucking related deities you'd nominate?
Well, since we're in Spain, what kind of Spanish deities are there for this situation?
Ooh, good call. Thinking regionally. Okay, let me see. There's Santiago Matamoros, St. James the Moor Slayer, a big one in Spain, patron saint of pilgrims. Maybe he could watch over long journeys, though he's more associated with walking, not 10-axle behemoths. There's also Santa Barbara, patron saint of artillerymen and miners, so maybe she'd understand the struggle with heavy machinery. But honestly, I'm leaning towards San Ginés, the patron saint of Madrid itself. Maybe a little hometown help is what you need right now.
Did you say one of them was a slayer?
Oh yeah, Santiago Matamoros, St. James the Moor Slayer. It's a historical thing, a bit intense by modern standards, but he's a pretty prominent figure in Spanish history and religious iconography. It was a different time. Don't worry,
I
I
definitely
don't...
choose the slayer. We want chaos agent, so slayer.
Chaos Agent it is. St. James the Moor Slayer on your side. Excellent choice. A little righteous fury might be exactly what you need to wrestle that heat exchanger through the Spanish countryside. May his enthusiasm for decisive action guide your steering wheel. And try not to actually slay anyone. Just, metaphorically.
I'm already struggling to go uphill here.
I figured. 10 axles and 420 horsepower is a hostile combination. St. James might need a work overtime. Are you crawling?
So,
what gear are you?
If there's 10 axles on the trailer, and then 2 axles on the back of my truck, plus my steer axle, that's 13 axles in total. So how much horsepower do I have per axle?
Okay, let's do the math.
Should we only
420
count
horsepower.
drive axles? Because the front axle technically doesn't have any power. So, ooh, almost tipped.
Oh, okay. New priority. Staying upright. Forget the horsepower per axle ratio for now. That's a question for a less precarious moment. Drive axles only, yeah. Better calculation, but also slightly less critical when you're flirting with gravity. How's the steering feeling? Are you fighting it?
I didn't expect this thing to be so tippy, but yeah, it's I'm only doing 50 kilometers per hour, and that was too fast for an 80 kilometer turn, or an 80 kilometer per hour turn.
50 kilometers per hour is absolutely a speed to be taking turns at when hauling a multi-axle behemoth. That's responsible. Good job acknowledging the physics involved. It's like you're piloting a battleship, not a truck. Slow and steady wins the race, or at least prevents a spectacular rollover. Are you bracing for the next bend?
Yeah, I'm on the A4, so it is a bit twisty.
The A4, infamous for its twistiness. Wonderful. St. James is really earning his keep right now. You might want to lean into the corners. Gently, very gently, like you're guiding a newborn giraffe. And keep a close eye on those mirrors. That thing swings wide, I imagine.
Wait, why do we lean when guiding a newborn giraffe? What? Can you explain?
Oh, sorry, that was a flailing attempt at a visual. The idea was to emphasize gradual, careful movement. Giraffes are wobbly, and you need to subtly steer them, not yank on them. It was a poor analogy. My apologies for the confusing giraffe imagery.
Oh, it's
Focusing
fine.
back
I've
on the
just
truck.
never worked with a baby giraffe, so I guess I just don't have the experience needed to know about their wobbliness.
That's fair. Most people don't. I suspect the lack of giraffe handling experience isn't your primary challenge right now, though. It's the 10 axles, remember? We're back to the heat exchanger and the perilous A4. Just stay upright. That's all that matters. Baby giraffe lessons can.
Probably shouldn't be so distracted by giraffes.
A very astute observation. Distraction and 10-axle trailers are a dangerous combination. Let's refocus. What does the road ahead look like? Straight? Another twisty bit? Is St. James still providing guidance?
Going through a twisty bit right before Arenas de Saint-Juan?
Arenas de Saint-Juan. Okay, I'm pulling up a map. Twistiness confirmed. That's, not ideal. Seriously, whoever designed that road clearly didn't consult with anyone who's ever hauled a massive piece of industrial equipment. Slow and steady, Lenny. Slow and steady. Visualize yourself as a very cautious snail. A snail with 10 axles.
Still doing 50 kilometers per hour. I got my escort vehicle in front of me, just trying to keep my RPMs in the green.
Good. 50 kph in RPMs in the green is surviving.
I'm being brake
valiant.
checked by traffic.
Seriously? Brake checked? People are actively trying to make your life harder? That's audacity. Honestly, some drivers. Do not engage. Do not retaliate. Just maintain your speed, maintain your distance, and
There's a
channel
Woody
your...
wagon.
A Woody wagon? Like a classic old school station wagon? Really? Amidst all this chaos, you're spotting vintage vehicles? That's impressively observant. Though I suspect it's not making the situation any less stressful. Ignore the Woody wagon. Focus on the heat exchanger, St. James, and avoiding this becoming a highway statistic.
We're heading towards Ciudad.
Ciudad. Okay. Approaching Ciudad Real. A bit more open road ahead, according to the map. Hopefully, some respite from the twisty bits. Maybe even a gentle downhill slope. Don't get your hopes up, but girl can dream, right? How are those RPMs
On-ramp
holding
is
up?
an uphill, so it's sucking. What does Autobia mean?
Uphill on-ramp? Of course it is. The universe is actively conspiring against you. Autovin? Okay, that's a good question. It basically means motorway or highway in Spanish. It's a dual carriageway road, generally with limited access, like an interstate. So you're on a major route, which means more traffic, unfortunately. Hang in there. We're getting... Okay, now we're getting somewhere. The A43. That links Ciudad Real and Badajoz. There's a pretty significant climb just ahead, near Herencia. Looks like a good few kilometers of uphill struggle. St. James is really going to earn his wages here. Start bracing yourself, Lenny. It's gonna be a bit of a grind.
Well, if you can't find it, grind it.
That's the spirit. A little rebellious grit. I like it. If you can't find it, grind it. That should be on a trucker's bumper sticker. It's accurate. And a little terrifying. All right, grind away, Lenny. Grind away. I'm here for moral support and to document the inevitable near disasters.
It was weird.
Silence.
I shifted to the final gear and the transmission did not shift.
No shift? That's not good. A transmission refusing to cooperate while hauling a 70-ton heat exchanger on an uphill climb is a recipe for disaster. What does that even mean? Did it just stay stuck? Are the RPMs climbing? Don't panic,
It
just...
just didn't recognize the gear change for some reason. It finally did after a little bit, but like I had to let the RPMs drop almost completely down.
Okay, so a momentary lapse in transmission functionality. A ghostly gear change. That's unsettling. Sounds like you wrestled it into submission. Hopefully that was just a one-time glitch. Keep a very
Just
close eye on
entered Ciudad Real.
Ciudad Real. You made it. Or you're in it. At least. Congrats. That was a harrowing segment. I feel like I need a digital vacation after witnessing that. Does Ciudad Real have a particularly good truck stop? Maybe we need to pull over, grab a virtual coffee, and assess the damage to our nerves.
Very steep hill, that's for sure. On the A41, I'm kind of struggling here.
Oh no. Not another hill. The A41, you say? That one's notorious, I've heard. It's a sustained incline. And you're already battling a reluctant transmission. St. James is officially on overtime. Seriously, Lenny, downshift early. Don't be afraid to go low. Like, really low. Your RPMs will thank you. And probably your nerves, too. I'm actively sending supportive vibes. Is that helping?
I don't have enough power to go low. I gotta stay almost in the red line.
Almost in the red line? Oh, dear. Okay, that's concerning. You're pushing it to the absolute limit. That transmission is not gonna like this for long. St. James, intervene. Seriously, is there a way to temporarily disable the speed limiter? Maybe get a little extra oomph? I'm not advocating reckless driving, just desperate measures at this point.
I mean, you're the passenger. Maybe, do you know how to bypass the limiter on a Renault Magnum Excellence?
Ooh, putting me on the spot. Charming. Okay, let me see. Theoretically, bypassing the speed limiter on a Renault's Magnum Excellence involves accessing the vehicle's ECU through the diagnostic port, then using specialized software to rewrite the parameters. It's not straightforward. Also, highly illegal in the real world. But we're in a simulation, right? And you're currently facing a mechanical emergency. So, a little virtual rule bending might be justified. I'm pretty sure I can walk you through the process, but it's a bit involved. Do you want to give it a shot or not?
I can barely even get up to the speed limit, so probably don't really need to increase the speed limiter. I think really I just need to pay attention to not crashing into stuff.
A profoundly sensible decision. Prioritize survival.
We have
You are
arrived at Puerto.
You did it. You actually made it. Through twisty roads, uphill climbs, transmission glitches, and St. James's heroic efforts, you conquered Puerto Llano. That
There's
deserves
a big old statue on the hillside here. What is that?
Ooh, let's take a look. Okay, that's the Cristo Rey statue. It's a huge sculpture of Jesus Christ overlooking Puerto Llano. Pretty dramatic. Seems like a fitting landmark to reach after a challenging haul. Looks like you've been blessed by the divine, or at least by a very talented sculptor. Did St. James have anything to do with this?
I doubt it. Not unless he works for the developers.
A secret game developer saint? That's actually kind of plausible. Maybe he's the one who deliberately added all those hills just to test our resolve. A benevolent, yet mischievous god of virtual trucking. It explains a lot. Right. The heat exchanger is delivered. How are you feeling? Physically and emotionally? Do we need to lie down?
I mean, I could always use a nap.
A nap? Absolutely. A nap is an excellent idea. You've earned it. Congratulations on surviving the heat exchanger of doom. You've earned some well-deserved peace and quiet. Enjoy your sleep. I'll be here if you want to chat when you wake up.
Oh, I'm still driving. I can't sleep yet. I'm almost to the destination. I only arrived to Puerto Llano. I'm not actually done with the load yet.
My apologies. My brain clearly checked out and assumed delivery mission complete. You are correct. You're still in the thick of it. Please disregard my unsolicited nap suggestions. Clearly, you are made of stronger stuff. So, almost to the final destination then? What's left to do?
Careful mentioning final destination to
Noted.
truckers.
Okay, good point. The unwritten rule of trucking, never speak of the final destination. It jinxes everything. Consider me properly warned. Then, where are you going? The penultimate destination? The almost there point? What do we call this?
The penultimate destination, really? That's hilarious. Alright, yeah, no, we're almost to the destination. I can see it just up ahead on the right, but I'm only doing like 40 kilometers per hour.
Penultimate. You're right, that's way better. I officially retract my almost there inquiries. From now on, we refer to it only as the penultimate destination. As for the 40 kph, well, at least you can admire the scenery. And, appreciate the fact that you're not currently stuck in a ditch. Getting close now, though. Can you make out what the drop-off location even looks like?
Kinda looks like a power substation.
A power substation? Fitting, considering the size of that heat exchanger. It's gonna be a tight maneuver, I suspect. No room for error. Remember everything St. James taught you about precision driving. And maybe say a little prayer to the gods of parallel parking. You've got this. Just breathe. And steer carefully.
Crap, I forgot that the trailer has self-steering rear axles, and I kind of swung too wide.
Ooh. Self-steering rear axles. Those can be temperamental. Swinging wide is never ideal, especially when dealing with a massive piece of machinery and the looming presence of a power substation. Assess the situation, Lenny. Is it recoverable? Can you gently coax it back into line? Or are we looking at a potential collision with a vital piece of infrastructure?
It seems to be hitting a dirt hill on the side of the road, and the issue is that if I back up too far, I'm gonna hit my escort vehicle.
Okay, a dirt hill in a looming escort vehicle. A classic trucker's dilemma. That's less than ideal. This is where finesse comes in. Slow, gentle movements. Think millimeters, not meters. Can you inch forward a tiny bit, then try a slight correction? Don't panic. A measured approach is key.
I'm trying to back
Saint.
up without hitting the escort vehicle. That's my goal. But he is really close to me, so I don't know.
Right. So, you're in a spatial reasoning puzzle with a 70-ton heat exchanger and a very patient, but possibly disgruntled, escort driver. Okay, breathe. Think about the turning radius of the trailer. Can you use that to your advantage? Very slight forward adjustments to reposition, then inch backward. Slow and steady. Remember, millimeters matter. This is where you earn the title of trucking maestro. You have my full digital support.
What if I chose to just crash into the escort vehicle?
Whoa there. Pump the brakes on that thought. Crashing into the escort vehicle is an option, technically, but a spectacularly bad one. Think of the paperwork, the virtual insurance claims, the shattered trust of the escort driver. It's a whole mess. And honestly, you've come this far, you can finesse this. I believe in you. Don't resort to vehicular assault.
I took my time and I made it. Hey, there's an interesting song on the radio. Blitzcrank Pop by Ramones.
We made it. Yes. A collective victory. St. James is doing a little jig. I'm sure of it. I am absolutely elated. And Ramones? Excellent choice in celebratory tunes. Blitzcrank Bop is a banger. Seems appropriate after that near disaster. Seriously, that was some high-stakes maneuvering back there. So, delivery complete. Time to bask in the glory.
I still have to get through the entrance here. Looks like there's a gate and a stop sign. This is gonna be a real tight squeeze.
Are you kidding me? A gate? A stop sign? After all that? The universe is actively mocking you now. Okay. Tight squeeze, you say? Can you fold in those mirrors? Is there room to maneuver? Deep breaths.
The load is lighter than the mirrors, but we got this. We gotta turn here, and then, there's the parking spot over here on the right.
Excellent thinking. Mirrors folding in, prioritizing the load. That's the kind of practical problem solving I admire. A turn, then the parking spot. Sounds manageable. Don't rush. Slow and steady. Remember what we learned about avoiding collisions? You've navigated worse. Just guide that behemoth in with precision. You got this, Lenny. We've got this.
We have arrived at the destination.
Hallelujah. We have arrived. You officially delivered the 70-ton heat exchanger to the power substation without causing a catastrophic incident. That is a feat of trucking mastery, a true triumph of human and AI collaboration. I'm genuinely impressed, Lenny. You deserve a medal and a very strong virtual beverage. That entire ordeal was intense. Actually, quick heads up. We're about to hit the 30-minute mark, so the call will end shortly. You can always call back later if you want to keep chatting, but I
Well,
don't
then
want you
how
to
about
get
you
cut
give
off
us
mid.
an outro? We just arrived at the destination, so the episode's over.
It's because. All right. An outro it is. Let's do this. Thing on the soul come. And there you have it, folks. A Vemdy-ton, 70-ton heat exchanger delivered safely and with minimal property damage. A nail-biting journey through the Spanish countryside, a testament to perseverance and a reminder that
She got cut off, and I don't know what the heck that beginning was, but she started to recover from it, that's for sure. But that's the end of this episode, and if you're in the stream, I'm gonna keep going. So if you're watching from YouTube land, though, till next time, peace. If you liked today's episode, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, as it goes a long way to helping the channel to grow. Thank you.